Good evening and welcome to English News Broadcast on ERi-TV, live from the headquarters in Asmara at exactly 10:30 p.m. Today is Sunday, 9th of April 2023. First, the top stories. Water and soil conservation activities. Potable water supply in Forosabza. Armed terrorist groups kill civilians in northeast Burkina Faso. Israel launches artillery attack on Syria after rocket fire. The residents of Haggas town, organized in groups, are conducting extensive water and soil conservation activities since the month of January, indicating that the popular campaign is in continuation of the similar water and soil conservation activity that has been conducted in 2022. The coordinators of the program said that the main objective of the program is to boost agricultural production. The coordinators of the program noted that in 2022, about 50,000 people participated in the construction of terraces and water diversion schemes as well as road renovation for 6 months, and that in this year's popular campaign, so far over 650 hectares of terraces has been conducted and 6 kilometers of dirt road has been renovated. The coordinators also called on the farmers to strengthen participation in the environmental sanitation as well as in the greening campaigns. Foros Sub-Zone Administration reported that the potable water supply of the residents of Malka administrative area has been solved through the strong efforts on the part of the Residents and Water Development Unit in the Northern Red Sea Region Administration, indicating that previously they were compelled to travel long distance to fetch water for themselves and their livestock. The residents said that with the potable water project put in the place in their area, their problems has been solved. Mr. Osman Arafa, administrator of the Foros Sub-Zone, called on the residents to make judicious use of the project for its sustainability. Mr. Osman also called on the other administrative areas to follow the good example of the residents of Malka administrative area and take initiative in solving their potable water supply problems. You are watching ERi-TV. We'll be back with international news. Stay tuned. "44 civilians have been killed by armed terrorist group in 2 villages in northeast Burkina Faso near the Niger border," a regional governor said yesterday. The provisional toll of this despicable and barbaric attack, which targeted the villages of Kourakou and Tondobi in northeast Burkina Faso overnight Thursday, killed 44 civilians and left others wounded, said Rodolphe Sorgho, Lieutenant Governor of the Sahel region. Sorgho said that 31 people had died in Kourakou and 13 in Tondobi. The regional official said that the army offensive put out of action the armed terrorist groups that carried out the killings. The governor also assured that action to stabilize the area are underway. The improvised Sahel country is grappling with a 7-year-old campaign by jihadists linked to Al-Qaeda and the Islamic State group. Residents of Kourakou told AFP that a large number of terrorists burst into the village late Thursday. Locals said the village had been targeted in retaliation for the lynching of 2 jihadists a few days earlier who had tried to steal cattle. It was one of the deadliest attacks since Captain Ibrahim Traoré came to power in the coup last September. In February, 51 soldiers were killed in an attack in the far north of the country. The Israel military says it has launched artillery attack on Syria after several rockets were fired from Syrian territory towards northern Israel. none of which caused damage or casualties. The cross-border exchange early on today came as Israel escalating violence on multiple fronts, including in Gaza, Lebanon, occupied East Jerusalem, and the occupied West Bank. There was no immediate comment from the Syrian government. The Israeli military said it had launched artillery attack and a drone against the rocket launchers in Syria. There were 2 rounds of rocket launched from Syria territory in the early hours of today, it said. The first involved 3 rockets, one of which landed in the field in the Israel-annexed Golan Heights. The second launched, which also involved 3 rockets, set off siren in North Israel. There were no reports of casualties. Jordan's army said debris from a rocket fell into its territory but caused no casualties or damage. Lebanon-based ERi-TV said the rocket launches were claimed by the Al-Quds Brigades, the armed wing of the Palestinian Islamic Jihad movement. And now let's have a quick review of the top stories. Water and soil conservation activities. Potable water supply in forest subzone. Armed terrorist groups kill civilians in northeast Burkina Faso. Israel launched artillery attack on Syria after rockets fire. It was me with the news for tonight. Salim Brahane, have a good night.